Hello dear students. This is Mrs. Pavithra Ashok, your English teacher. I welcome you all to this offline English class. As you all know, there are 4 seasons in a year: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Out of all these seasons, spring is the most beautiful and colorful season. It brings cheerfulness and new activities in all living beings in the world. Here you have a poem, March, in which the poet lyrically describes the beauty of nature during the spring season in the month of March. Please open your textbook, students. In this session, we are going to understand the poem March, written by William Wordsworth. Pre-reading task. How many seasons do we have in a year? There are 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Second one, which season comes after winter? Students, can you answer? Exactly, spring comes after winter. Third one, what changes do we see in nature in spring? During spring season, nature is greenish everywhere. We can see colorful flowers blooming in all plants and trees. And what about the weather? Yes, the weather is moderate. The cold weather is replaced by warm sunny weather. According to the Indian calendar, there are 6 ritus: Vasantha, Grishma, Varsha, Sharat, Hemanta, and Shishira. Know about them from your elders. According to the Indian calendar, there are 6 seasons: Vasantha, spring; Grishma, summer; Varsha, monsoon; Sharat, autumn; Hemanta, pre-winter; Shishira, winter. You can see the duration also: spring, February to March; summer, April to June; monsoon, July to mid-September; autumn, September end to November; pre-winter, the time before the winter; winter, December to January. Students, before starting the poem, we'll know about the poet William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth. He was an English romantic poet who, with Samuel Taylor Coleridge, helped to launch the Romantic age in English literature with their joint publication Lyrical Ballads, 1798. He was born on April 7, 1770, Clackamas, United Kingdom. Some of his poetries are I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud, The Prelude, The Solitary Reaper, The World is Too Much with Us, My Heart Leaps Up. He died on April 23, 1850, Rydal Mountain Gardens, Rydal, United Kingdom. Students, now I am going to read the poem. Please follow as I read and listen to my pronunciation. The cock is crowing, the stream is flowing, the small birds twitter, the lake doth glitter, the green field sleeps in the sun. The oldest and the youngest are at work with the strongest, the cattle are grazing, their heads never raising, there are 40 feeding like one. Like an army defeated, the snow hath retreated, and now doth fare ill. On the top of the bare hill, the ploughboy is whooping anon, anon. There is joy in the mountains, there is life in the fountains. Small clouds are sailing, blue sky prevailing. The rain is over and gone. Written by William Wordsworth. The poem March is about the season spring. First stanza. The cock is crowing, the stream is flowing, the small birds twitter, the lake doth glitter, the green field sleeps in the sun. Please look at meanings of new words. Twitter, to make a number of short rapid sounds. Doth, old form of does. Glitter, shine brightly with flashing points of light. Here, the time is early morning. The poet observes that in springtime, the cock crows early at sunrise to see a new and beautiful day. There is a stream nearby flowing lazily. Students, you all know what a stream is. It's a small narrow river. As it is greenish and colorful everywhere, the birds twitter. Twitter is to make a number of short rapid sounds. The green fields appear to be sleeping in the warm sunny morning. Here, the figure of speech of the green field sleeps in the sun is personification. Let's see what a personification is. When a non-living thing is raised to the position of a person, it is called personification. The green field sleeps in the sun. Here, the green field is a non-living thing which never sleeps like a human being. A non-living thing is raised to the position of a person. It is called personification. By using personification, the poet wants to say that the green fields appear to be sleeping in the warm sunlight. Moving on to the second stanza. The oldest and the youngest are at work with the strongest. The cattle are grazing, their heads never raising. There are 40 feeding like one. The people of the village are working in their fields. The old, young, and strong people of the village all are working together in their fields. And what about the cattle? The cattle are busy in grazing without even raising their heads, which shows that the cattle are very happy. There are 40 feeding like one. This appears like the idiom. Students, do you know what is an idiom? An idiom is a phrase or expression whose meaning can't be understood from the ordinary meanings of the words in it. There are 40 feeding like one, which doesn't mean that there are exactly 40 cows which are grazing in the fields, which means there are many cows grazing in the field in unison. Moving on to the next stanza. Like an army defeated, the snow hath retreated, and now doth fare ill. On the top of the bare hill, the ploughboy is whooping anon anon. Please look at meanings of new words. Retreat means go back. Fare ill, be unsuccessful. Ploughboy, a boy who leads a horse that is pulling the plough. Whoop, make a loud cry. The snow on the land is melted in the warm spring sun. Only a little snow is left on the top of the bare hills. Here, the melted snow is compared to a defeated army. The figure of speech is simile. Students, you all know what a simile is. Simile is a direct comparison of two things, places, or persons using the words like or as. Like an army defeated, the snow hath retreated. Here, the melted snow is compared to a defeated army who is returning from his place with the help of like. So, the figure of speech is simile. The ploughboy who is ploughing the field is shouting with joy. How is he shouting? Yes, anon, anon. Moving on to the last stanza. There is joy in the mountains, there is life in the fountains, small clouds are sailing, blue sky prevailing, the rain is over and gone. There is joy in the mountains, which means the mountain slopes are now filling up with colorful flowers, a sight which brings joy to the eyes of the observer. The snow is melted in the warm spring sun. Flowing down the mountain slopes are now alive with water from the melting snow. Little clouds are floating about under the blue sky. The rain and snow of the winter season is over and gone, and the weather of springtime is pleasant and joyful. Dear students, in this session we have understood the poem March. Let me ask you a few questions to know how much you have understood. Your first question is, who are at work? Yes, the oldest and the youngest are at work with the strongest. Your second question is, what is the ploughboy doing? The ploughboy is whooping anon anon. Your third question is, what is the meaning of the word Twitter? Twitter means to make a number of short rapid sounds. I hope everyone answered correctly. Dear students, now I am going to end up this session. Your home assignment is you have to memorize the poem March. See you in the next session. Bye for now. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.